Now in the second part, you have a question where X and Y must sit on opposite sides. So X and Y can sit on opposite side in what ways? Case number 1. When X and Y are sitting on opposite sides, the logic will exactly be the same. This is the window side. So you have, suppose I fix X here. I have 2 chairs left on this side, and I fix Y here. I have 3 chairs left, right? So fixing Y, X and Y, as shown above. Now, on the chairs facing the window, how many chairs are there facing the window? Empty chairs, 3 empty chairs, right? And how many people are left after fixing X and Y? 5 people left. 7 minus 2 is equal to 5. People can be seated on the side, can be selected for the side facing the window in 5C3 ways, right? Also, after these 3 people are seated, the remaining 5 minus 3 equal to 2 people can be selected for the 2 remaining seats on the side not facing the window. In 2C2 ways. Therefore, what is the total number of ways of selection in this case? Total number of ways of selection in this case is 5C3 into 2C2. So what is the total number of arrangements in this case? The number of selections, 5C3 into 2C2. Now what? These 4 chairs can be arranged among themselves in factorial 4 ways. This also can be arranged among themselves in factorial 3 ways, into factorial 4 into factorial 3. Okay. So that is, let's leave it at this. Consider case 2. We'll calculate it later. When X and Y can not only sit in this way, but also the other way. That is, Y in place of Y, X can sit, and in place of X, Y can sit. Therefore, when X and Y are sitting on opposite sides, So in this case, we have this table. This time we place X here, and 3 seats are here, and we place Y here. and you have 2 seats here, and this is the window, right? So what should be the total number of arrangements in this case? Same number of arrangements. We have only interchanged x and y, right? By by similar logic, total number of arrangements in this case is equal to same 5c3 into 2c2 into factorial 4 into factorial 3. Okay, hence total number of ways of arranging such that x and y are on opposite sides is equal to 5c3 into 2c2, because you have two cases, into factorial 4 into factorial 3, and you have the same number of arrangements here. You add the two arrangements. Okay, so what do you get? You simply get 5c3 into 2c2 into factorial 4 into factorial 3 into factorial into 2, and that should be your answer. Okay, you can calculate here if you want. 5 into this is equal to 5c2 into 1 into factorial 4 into factorial 3 into factorial 2, and 5c2 can be calculated as 5 into 4 by factorial 2, which is 2, into factorial 4, this is simply 2, not factorial 2, into factorial 3 into 2. So this 2 and this 2 cancels. So you simply get 5 into 4 into factorial 4 into factorial 3. Now you can multiply here and calculate the number of ways. Okay. And move on to the next one then. Third case. Not third case, third part of the problem, in fact. Okay, so we have the initial arrangement as the same. Number 3. If you see question number 3, it says if 3 people X, Y, and Z must sit on the same side, on the side facing the window. Now, 3 people X, Y, and Z are now sitting on the same side facing the window. So there can be only one case here, right? Because it is already mentioned that they are facing the window. If X, Y, and Z sit on the same side, facing the window, then you can have it this way. So X, Y, and Z you fix. Only one chair left here, and you have 3 chairs left here. And they are sitting on the side facing the window, so they cannot sit on the other side, right? So in how many ways can you arrange them? So what you do is you fix X, Y, and Z. So fixing X, Y, and Z. As shown above. 7 people were there. So 3 people I have fixed. So 4 remaining. 7 minus 3 equal to 4 people can be selected for the one seat facing the window in 4C1 ways, right? And the remaining 4, now because I have already made one seat here, so 4 minus 1 equal to 3 people remain. 3 people can be selected for the 3 seats not facing the window in 3C3 ways, right? Hence, or let's say number of ways of selection. Therefore, number of ways of selection in which X, Y, and Z sit on the side facing the window is equal to 4C1 into 3C3. Okay, so that should be number of arrangement. Now after selection, these people can be arranged in factorial 4 ways, and these people can be arranged in factorial 3 ways. So hence, total number of arrangements in which X and Y, X, Y, and Z sit on the side facing the window is equal to 4C1 into 3C3 into factorial 4 into factorial 3, which is equal to 4 into 1 into factorial 4 into factorial 3. Okay, which can be, you can find this out to be okay, just leave it here then. Okay, you can multiply on your own. Fine. So this is the number of ways. Let's move on to the next problem then. This problem is over. Number 3. Question here is, this is an easy problem. Find the number of different words that can be formed from 12 consonants and 5 vowels. So number of consonants given is equal to 12. Number of vowels given is equal to 5. Now you have to find the number of words that can be formed from 12 consonants and 5 vowels given to you by taking 4 consonants and 3 vowels in each word. That means what you have to form these vowels by taking 4 consonants and 3 vowels. That means first you will have to select the consonants, then you will have to select the vowels, and then you will have to arrange them. Okay. So number of ways of selecting. How many consonants are there? You're forming the word with how many consonants? Consonants? 4. So number of ways of selecting 4 consonants from 12. consonants is equal to 12C4. How many vowels are there? 3 vowels. Total number of vowels is 5. So number of ways of selecting 3 vowels from total number of vowels 5 equal to 5C3. Therefore, number of ways of selection, number of ways in which 4 consonants and 3 vowels can be selected out of 12 consonants and 3 vowels, 5 vowels respectively is equal to 12C4 into 5C3. This is the number of ways of selection. Now, after selection, of 7 letters, right? 4 plus 3 equal to 7 letters. These letters can be arranged among themselves in 7p7 equal to factorial 7 ways, right? Hence, what is the total number of different words that can be formed? Hence, total number of different words or total number of arrangements of these letters letters is equal to first number of ways of selection 12C4 into 5C3, and they can be arranged among themselves in factorial 7 ways as shown above. So therefore, now you can multiply these and you can get your answer as 24948 and then 3 zeros. Okay. So this was an easy one. Let us see the next one. Now, next one is an interesting one actually. Number 4. 4 letters are written and 4 envelopes are addressed. Okay, so 4 letters are there and 4 envelopes are there. These letters obviously need to be put in these envelopes. In how many ways can all the letters be placed in the wrong envelopes? That means for each letter you have a correct envelope, right? You have a certain addressee, right, in the envelope, and you put these letters in the envelope, in these correct envelopes. So each letter has a correct envelope. And for each letter you have how many wrong envelopes? 3 wrong envelopes, right? So let us draw this. You have, let us say, 4 envelopes. Okay, let us call these envelopes E1, E2, E3, and E4. Okay, and you have 4 letters such that E1 is the correct envelope for L1. E2 is the correct envelope for letter L2. E3 is the correct envelope for letter L3. E3 is the correct envelope for the letter L3, and E4 is the correct envelope for the letter L4. Okay. So that means if E1 is put in L1, it is a correct envelope. L2 is put in E2, correct. L3 put in E3, correct. L4 put in E4, correct. Okay. So let L1, L2, L3, and L4 be the correct envelopes, correct letters to be put in envelopes E1, E2, E3, and E4. Now you see the question, in how many ways can all the letters be placed in the wrong envelopes? In how many ways can all the letters be placed in the wrong envelopes? That means what is the number of ways in which L1 cannot be put in E1, L2 cannot be put in E2, L3 cannot be put in E3, and L4 cannot be put in E4. Okay. Now, before calculating in how many ways can all the envelopes be put in wrong envelopes, you must realize that number of ways of putting all the letters in the wrong envelopes is equal to total number of arrangements total number of arrangements without any restriction, obviously, total number of arrangements minus number of ways of putting um, at least one letter in the correct envelope. Do you agree with this? Just check this statement, okay? If at least one way, if I can find out at least one way of putting the letter in the correct envelope, and if I subtract from the total number of arrangements, that will give me the total number of ways of putting all the letters in the wrong envelopes, right? If you remember, I gave you an example also back when I was teaching you earlier in class, when I was teaching probability, if you remember, there's some very similar to complementary events, right? If you remember, I told you that I can say that none is a liar in this class if I cannot find at least one liar in the class, right? So therefore here, this is very similar to that logic. Total number of ways of putting all the letters in the correct envelope is equal to total number of arrangements without any restriction minus number of ways of putting at least one letter in the correct envelope. So let us find these two, and then we can find out the number by subtracting them. We can find out the number of ways of putting all the letters in the wrong envelopes. First one, total number of arrangements of four letters in the four envelopes without any restriction is equal to 4p4 factorial 4 equal to 24 ways, right? So you can put four letters in four envelopes in 4p4 ways. Whether correct or wrong, everything is included in 24. Now we shall proceed to find out the number of ways of putting at least one letter in the correct envelope. Okay, at least one letter can be put in the correct envelope in the following ways. What are the ways? Case one, all four letters put in the correct envelope. Number of arrangements in this case. Now number of ways, total number of ways. Only one way. All the letters can be put in the correct envelope only in one way. L1 in E1, L2 in E2, L3 in E3, and L4 in E4. Only in one way. Case 2. 3 letters in the correct envelope and 1 in the wrong envelope. Is it possible? Is this case possible? Common sense. If 3 letters are put in the correct envelope, obviously the 4th letter will go in the correct envelope, isn't it? If 3 letters are put in the correct envelope, then the 4th letter will also get into the correct envelope. That is, all 4 letters are placed in the correct envelope. Right? This case has already been considered in this case is the same as case 1. So case 1 and case 2 are the same, right? All 4 letters put in the correct envelope, or if I put 3 letters in the correct envelope, it is the same, because if I'm putting 3 letters in the correct envelope, the 4th letter obviously will go into the correct envelope. Okay, so this has already been considered under case 1. Next is case 3. In this case, let us say that 2 letters are placed in the correct envelope and 2 letters in the wrong envelope. 2 letters placed in the correct envelope and 2 letters in the wrong envelope. Okay, how can you do it? First of all, 2 letters placed in the correct envelope, 2 correct envelopes. Let's say E1 and A2. Let us suppose it can be E2 and E3 also, it can be E3 and E4 also. Say E1 and E2 can be selected out of 4 in 4C2 ways. Right? Now 2 are wrong envelopes, and what are the letters left here? See the diagram. These 2 I have already put in 4C2 ways, either E1 E2 or E2 E3 or E3 E4 or E1 E4. Okay, 2 already put. Let us consider E1 E2 for reasoning sake. So 2 letters are left, E3 and E4 and L3 and L4. Now in how many ways can they put in the wrong envelopes? You can put L3 in E4, right? And you can put L4 in E3. That means you have only one way of putting these 2 letters in the wrong envelope, right? Only one way. What is that way? L3 in E4 and L4 in E3. The remaining 2 letters can be put in the wrong envelope in one way. How is the way? L3 in E4, let's say, and L4 in E3. Say, therefore, number of ways in this case, 1 into 4C2, which is equal to 6. Okay, 4C2 ways in this. And finally, we have the last case. Case 4. What is case 4? One letter placed correctly. One letter placed in the correct envelope. And 3 letters in the wrong envelope. Okay, this is the last case that is left. Okay, I'll stop here.